White Ghost is a 1988 action war film from director B.J. Davis. The movie opens explaining the protagonist, Lieutenant Steve Shepard, went missing in Vietnam in 1972. 15 years later, he's still there, and they call him the White Ghost. Not to be confused with the White Shadow. Reb Brown's in this. Oh, this just got even better. Shepard's been living in the jungles of Vietnam for the past 15 years. The greatest American hero is jacked. Mullets look bad, but curly-haired mullets look even worse. This kind of feels like the intro for a 1980s version of Tarzan. Well, except for the Viet Cong with guns. Shepard finds a crashed helicopter. He finds the crew and takes their dog tags. He goes inside and sets off the monkey alarm. This alerts the soldiers, and one goes to check it out. Digging through all the cargo, he finds an old crate. What's in it, I wonder? He hears the soldier and hides. The soldier opens the crate and...
Welcome! Punch!
That spider has a smiley face on it. I'm sure that's some identifier that means instant death. Shepard finds the pilot and oh no! This is way too serious a moment for a warsploitation film. The other soldiers show up, but Shepard's already gone. He's almost spotted, but vanishes just in time. And all that's left is the refreshing scent of pine. He's traveling along and gets attacked by Raiden. This is his girlfriend T. They have the weirdest foreplay.
How does that feel, you ugly woman?
She was worried about him since he went on his excursion alone.
Did you not miss your child inside me?
It's a very odd way to say she's pregnant. They head back to their treehouse, and T convinces him they need to go to the US so their baby will be safe. Shepard uses the radio gear he found to call the US and ask for extraction. The Pentagon has a meeting. They discuss Lieutenant Shepard and confirm he's been MIA for 15 years. I love skeptical military guy.
White Ghost?
The natives believe that the spirit of an American soldier lives in the jungle.
Oh, come on.
Since they can't bring him back without creating an international incident, the Major suggests calling in some mercenaries to do it. Meanwhile, Captain Walker and his crew are on another mission in Central America. Walker was the commander in Shepard's Special Forces unit. The team kills their target, but a prostitute pulls a gun on the soldier. The captain de-escalates the situation, but ay caramba! So we've established Captain Walker is not a good guy. The mercenaries escape.
Fucking hell, no one bleeding dentist in the entire shithole.
What? I feel like this guy needs subtitles.
Fucking hell, no one bleeding dentist in the entire shithole.
That didn't help. The captain tells the crew they're headed to Vietnam. The group is then instantly teleported to Vietnam. For a second, I thought this was Project Shadow Chaser. They stop so the captain can tell them their mission.
We're here to locate an American. He's a traitor. We bring him back, dead or alive.
Meanwhile, yes, for the love of God, trim that mullet. Adult Beavis brings some important information from Major Cross. Shepard and T go to meet the rescue team, unaware they're there to kill him. This looks like the kind of stream filled with the fish that swim up your pee hole. For an elite team of mercenaries, they seem to be having a lot of trouble walking. They find a camp and take out the guards. A squad passes by the camp, so the mercs take him down. Walker is not too happy.
If it happens again, I'll personally bust a cap on your ass.
Wow, bust a cap? That was a thing all the way back in 1988? That is a pretty impressive mustache. Would elite trained mercenaries leave a loaded gun propped up and aimed at them? The Major tries to stop Walker from killing Shepard, but he hangs up on him. So he catches a plane out hoping he can stop him. Walker and Shepard see each other and the slow-mo shooting commences. The soldiers hear the shooting and find T. They spot Shepard, so now the soldiers and the mercenaries are after him. He heads back to his house to ambush the soldiers. Huh. I wonder what this coconut is gonna... Oh, God! The mercenaries find the remains of the treehouse, and Walker sends some of them down the escape tunnel. They follow it out and manage to find the soldiers' camp where they have T. The leader then rubs T's head on his crotch. Shepard arrives to show him why he's called the White Ghost. Either that or he's a juggalo. He tells the new recruit he has no fight with him and that his CO is crazy. Then poof, he's gone. Shepard lights the party up with a grenade. He single-handedly takes out half of them. He fights off the other mercenary and kills him with his own trap. I like how they had to ADR in random grunting noises. They take T to a prison camp. It doesn't look like they treat the prisoners too well. Shepard makes his way to the camp and sets up some traps. The mercs get there too. The soldiers capture one of the mercenaries and kill the other. He has white hair, so they think that he's the White Ghost. T's just happy they got the wrong guy. Until they start to torture her. Shepard sneaks in, but gets caught. Walker tells the kid to shoot him, but he snipes the soldiers so Shepard and T can get away. Walker shoots, but somehow kills everyone but Shepard. So then all hell breaks loose. Cross arrives at the border to catch a flight into enemy territory.
Take a good look at my face. Do I look like a crackpot?
No, you look like you're Hunter from the future. Shepard taunts Walker, and the two fight it out. Shepard knows Walker committed war crimes, which is why he wants him dead. Things are going well, until Shepard steps on a landmine. In pure Bond villain fashion, he leaves him to die. The kid finds him and helps him escape. They run out of the minefield and into a trampoline field. Walker and the other guy are escaping, and the guy falls into a pit trap.
Fatality.
Shepard and the kid go to his storage area to stock up so they can rescue T. So here comes the rail shooter level. The two invade the camp and blow everything up real good. Shepard finds T, who's been wired to explode. He faces off with the evil leader, and they have a machete fight. He gets the trigger and rescues T. Their love is an odd love.
How's it feel, you ugly woman?
T makes it back to the Jeep. Shepard blows up the evil leader. They make a very destructive exit. They get hit with a rocket, which greatly hurts Shepard's crotch. The kid stays back to buy them some time so they can get away. Cross is headed in for the extraction. They get there and Walker's all that's left. He tells them everyone's dead. Shepard gets there just as the chopper's about to leave. This scene partially inspired by Platoon. Walker tries to shoot Shepard, but Cross stops him. Here's what I've been waiting this whole movie to see. Reb Brown dual gun insanity. Shepard, for some reason, tries to rescue Walker. The two then have one more duel. Finally, he just leaves him, something he should have done in the first place. The three then get away.
You son of a bitch!
You messed up my hat! Then he gets his comeuppance. Now it's time for the victory music. B.J. Davis was an actor and stuntman who's worked on everything from Star Trek The Next Generation to Transformers 2 to The Amazing Spider-Man 2. In 1986, he was working in South Africa as a second unit director for American Ninja 2 The Confrontation. Towards the end of the shoot, he got a call asking him to stay in South Africa to direct his first full-length feature, White Ghost. He read the script and was excited to do an action war movie. When he came on board, they had already hired Wayne Crawford for the film. Crawford really wanted to play the hero Shepard, but Davis convinced him he would make a much better villain. When they were looking for a hero, they decided on William Katt. In 1986, Katt's longtime series, The Greatest American Hero, ended, and he moved on to co-starring in the made-for-TV Perry Mason movies. They filmed a few of them over the years, and he had long breaks in between. On one of those breaks, he got the script for White Ghost, and decided to do it since it was much different from what he had done before. Plus, he got to work with Reb Brown again, who he worked with back in 1978 in Big Wednesday, a surfer movie also starring Jan Michael Vincent and Gary Busey. When they arrived in South Africa, it was during apartheid, so everything was incredibly tense. While on the set, the actors all had fake guns, but each member of the crew had a real gun on them in case any trouble arose. When the actors and crew weren't on location filming, they were on lockdown at the hotel. This gave them all time to get to know one another since there was nothing else they could do. They all became good friends, which ended up helping the shoot. Katt did most of his own stunts during the shoot. There was one where he had to do the flip off the back of a Jeep. The first 2 times he did it and everything went fine, but the third time he landed wrong and thought he broke his hip. They rushed him to the hospital, but thankfully he didn't break anything. However, after that, he let a stuntman do his stunts. Davis wanted the movie to show the horrors of war, so it was incredibly graphic. When they presented the first cut for a rating, it came back with an X for violence. They had to trim a few scenes to get it down to an R. The movie was recently released on Blu-ray, and they restored the full uncut version. The movie was a success, and while it was in theaters, they were discussing the sequel, which would have been Shepard fighting criminals in the US. For whatever reason, the sequel plans fell apart and it never happened. After this, B.J. Davis directed Brandon Lee in his first feature film, Laser Mission. Davis continued acting, directing, producing, and writing with over 140 credits to his name. He's been inducted into the Hollywood Stuntman Hall of Fame and holds 2 world records: a 180-foot fall from a helicopter to the ocean, and being held by the neck underneath a helicopter at 70 miles an hour at 1,000 feet for a period of over 20 minutes. White Ghost is a great action war movie. Davis's directing really showcases his stuntman background, as many of the action scenes are skillfully done. With a body count of 142, this is one for the record books. Kat's believable as the Vietnam super soldier, and Crawford is perfectly cast as the evil captain. It's a visceral, brutal action film, directed by a stuntman starring the greatest American hero in Captain America. What more could you ask for?
Fucking hell, not one bleeding dentist in the entire shithole.